Not only does Bray Wyatt suck, but he never drew any money. That is at least according to former WWE personality Dutch Mantell. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and Dutch Mantell has been going on a little bit of a burying spree here regarding Bray Wyatt. I think it's certainly fair to say he doesn't think of Bray Wyatt as one of the people.
He's not one of the guys. He's not one of the boys who drew the millions, brother. He's just fat, flabby Bray.
Fat, flabby Bray. Fat man with the broken down Ferrari engine.
He's a tank with no money. He's a tank with no fucking turrets.
A tank with no turrets. It would appear that Bray Wyatt is a misfiring tank, and that is what Dutch Mantell thinks as well, because he's come out and claimed that not only does he not rate Bray Wyatt, not only does he not think that Bray Wyatt's that good, but he doesn't think that Bray Wyatt made any money. So this was him on his podcast referring to Bray Wyatt's creative differences with WWE, and he went on to say the following about Bray's promos, quote, "As soon as he got finished doing the interviews, you'd look at your friend sitting there and say, what did he just say? Because you don't remember anything he says of substance. He was doing, I guess, the stuff that was in the back of Bray's head that didn't make any sense except to Bray. Then when they got the Fiend, here's the Fiend. Who could beat him? Nobody could beat him. I never saw the purpose of it. He never drew any money. He may have sold some merchandise, but if he's going to sell merchandise, just keep him down your card. And don't try and push him until your main event, because I don't think he's going to sell any tickets." End of quote. Then he went on to speak more about Bray, and he says, quote, "This is what I think happened to Bray. I think he wants to be a writer. He wants to be a creator so badly. I think they gave him carte blanche, that he had full control over it, and he had a special writer. I think that's what happened to him. It just didn't get over, period. I don't think he even understands the wrestling business himself. When the Wyatt family used to go out and do this long, detailed, drawn-out interview, he never really acknowledged the rest of the family. I don't think. It was all about him." End of quote. Dutch Mantell there, giving his opinion on Bray Wyatt.
You know what? He's absolutely right, because see, when Bray Wyatt comes out and talks, it's just mumbo-jumbo. And to be honest, it doesn't make sense to anyone but him. I agree with Big Dutch. Look at his promos, it is just coming out and saying words with no meaning. Big words that nobody understands.
No, I agree. I think it was a lot of mumbo-jumbo. I think a lot of his words did have any substance. I don't think much of anything he said got over. I'd even agree with the fact that he never really spoke about any of his teammates in the Wyatt family. And when you look at it, it's like, I don't feel like anybody in the Wyatt family was over when they actually split up. It was like they were just two hillbilly looking dudes that hung around with Bray Wyatt. I personally don't think Bray Wyatt did anything for Luke Harper or Eric Rowan in terms of helping progress their career.
Did he even mention the family? I can't really remember his promos. I just remember him coming out in the rocking chair and talking shite. So yes. It was more about here is Daniel Bryan and John Cena going to join the family, or Randy Orton, rather than here I've got a family.
And I agree. Look, I think Dutch Mantell's spot on about Bray wanting to be a writer, and that maybe he's doesn't know 100% fully about the wrestling business. Where I disagree with Dutch Mantell is, though, he says that Bray Wyatt never drew any money, but then he went on to suggest that Bray might have sold some merchandise, especially better compared to other people in the company, but then said if that's the case, just keep him down your card and don't push him in your main event, because I don't think he's going to sell any tickets. It's like, if Bray Wyatt didn't draw any money, that's fair enough, but I mean, who else in the company in comparison is drawing money? What is like Dean Ambrose someone that draws money?
No, but if someone draws for you like merchandise, surely they should be in a perfect role within the company, because people want their merchandise and therefore would want to see them in a better role.
Yeah, the better role they're in, the more likely they are to sell merchandise. If you're in main events and you're getting more time on the shows, then you're being seen more, you're getting more exposure, you are more than likely. It's going to be hard if you're barely on the show, if you're barely featured, if you're a jobber, if you can't fucking win matches and can't win titles, then it's going to be a lot harder to sell merchandise.
Austin didn't make $12 million a year on shirts wrestling on Heat, did he?
No, he didn't.
He didn't being the man.
It was the main event, damn it. But no, I feel like Dutch Mantell's got a personal thing here against Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And it's not that I think Bray Wyatt's good, because I certainly don't. But it's almost like Dutch is saying that out of all the guys in the main event, everyone drew apart for Bray, and it's like, I don't see that.
No, yeah, literally. How does that make any sense? So, like, Bray was interesting, right? His first run in the Fiend, that was good. But see, since the Fiend, man, he sucked.
But he said he never drew any money, but then he suggests that he sold merchandise.
Yeah, it can't be one or the other.
Yeah, it's like, I don't get it.
If you can sell a lot of merchandise, you're a bit of a draw. Unless, like, the design is, like, the only reason why it's drawn. Let's be real, it'll be the masks that are drawing more for Bray. Like, the Fiend mask will be the drawing point. It won't be anything else. And that's a part of him.
Yeah, so, anyway, well, that's it, guys. Dutch Mantell doesn't seem to appreciate Bray Wyatt. I mean, I don't really blame him. I don't really appreciate Bray Wyatt either. But I certainly wouldn't look at Bray Wyatt and say he hasn't drawn any money compared to other people that have been in the main event around the same time as Bray. If you look at guys that broke into the same... You know, I just look at, like, Dean Ambrose and Seth... Those guys drew more money than Ray? Or than Bray?
I doubt it.
I think Bray's more popular than those guys.
I'd say so too.
And anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is Bray Wyatt popular with you? Aye. Till next time, peace.